love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just give me up. Don't be scared. Turning back, I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so what? You're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate, I attack. I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. Don't be scared. Just give me up. Don't be
Welcome in, everybody, to Fantasy Pros. This is the live stream for Week 16. It's me, Joey P, Joe P Zapia. That, of course, is Andrew Erickson. We got one more week to win to get to those fantasy championship rounds, and that's what we're here to do. Happy holidays, everybody. Happy Hanukkah to those who are celebrating. We're in the middle of Hanukkah right now. We've also got Christmas just around the corner tomorrow, and also happy Festivus for those who celebrate. There will be airing of the grievances after the show because our producer, Chris, has a lot of notes. But until we get to that point, let's talk football here. I kind of want to start last night because I kind of want to talk about the Jets and Zach Wilson and where we go from here, because Zach Wilson's not going to be the quarterback of the Jets anytime soon again, period, end of the story. Mike White is going to be put into some sort of, I don't know, cryogenic chamber. They're going to try to get everything they can in the next 10 days to get that guy healthy to play. What do you make of what you saw last night? And are you wearing the Let's Get Lit headband in honor of Zach Wilson today in the end of his Jet career?
Oh, yes, 100%. You know, Zach Wilson, famous for wearing the headband.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, the headband did not work out for him last night and probably in his NFL career. It seems like he's probably done as the Jets quarterback. You know, they're consistently going to other guys. The last 2 weeks, he's had the Lions and the Jaguars, two of the league's worst defenses. And just haven't gotten it done. He's too erratic. He just doesn't play quarterback. Like, he's just out there just chucking the ball downfield, hoping that someone catches it. And last night, that didn't work out. So
Chucker doesn't begin to say what he was doing. Like the throwing against his body, the different, like everything they tell you in school not to do a quarterback, he was doing. And there was no Trayvon Walker. I mean, they were getting pressure, no doubt. Like, let's be honest, they did get pressure on the kid. But, was that ugly. When they bench you for Stevler, or Strevler. I don't even know how to say his name. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but let me tell you, that was something. Also, some reports going on that Cliff Kingsbury could walk away from the Cardinals. It's funny because I thought
walk away
from the door and kicked him out of it. and then said to walk.
Seems like a classic case of you can't fire me, I quit.
It does sound a bit like that. Also reports the Saints are going to go, quote, full Taysom Hill potentially in week 16. I picked him up in a league last night as my tight end. I'm going to play him. Here's the question. Would you play him over Juwan Johnson? Same team, same position, ironically. Would you play Taysom Hill or Juwan Johnson in week 16?
I think I'd probably just go with Taysom Hill. I think both guys should have pretty elevated roles because the Saints don't have any of their receivers left. Juwan Johnson's been really effective. He's a touchdown machine, 7 touchdowns since week 7. But if Taysom Hill's getting carries along with passing attempts, I mean, I can see both guys being productive, but I think that a major ceiling, especially at tight end, definitely comes with Taysom Hill because he can be used as a receiver. He can be used at the goal line. So there's a lot of ways that Taysom Hill can score and make fantasy points for your lineup, whereas Juwan, I think, is obviously limited more to he has to be used as a receiver, and we don't know how much or if at all the Saints are going to throw the ball. So I think Taysom Hill's probably the guy I would lean towards of those two, but I think both are good plays this week.
Speaking of tight ends, how good was Evan Ingram last night? Look, him. That's the best game he's ever had in that stadium, and he played for the Giants. So obviously a lot to get to. We're going to get to your questions. If you've got questions, we've got answers, but don't forget, we've also got stuff to give you, including a signed Deebo Samuel 11x14 photo. That's right. The San Francisco 49ers star wide receiver, a little banged up right now, but his hands still work, so he's able to autograph this picture just for you in time for the holidays from pristineauction.com. Again, all you have to do is be a subscriber of the Fantasy Pros YouTube channel. So click that subscribe button, click that little bell till it goes ding, so you know every time a piece of beautiful, amazing content drops here on the channel. And don't forget to like the stream too. And we're going to be giving this away today on the stream because it's Festivus and I want to give away stuff. I'm also slightly, I don't know about you, Erickson, you know, people just see us, but we're in a situation where I also see our producer, Chris. And I believe he is on some sort of, I don't know if he's on a Nordic track device while he's running the show or what he's doing, but it's weird because it looks like he's on a standing treadmill thing, but it's giving the impression like he's Robert Patrick in the second Terminator movie, and he's just constantly walking at me, and it's terrifying. So let's get to the questions because I am legit on tilt right now because it is a terrifying image. He's just, and he's not getting closer, but he's continuously walking towards me, and it's upsetting. Let's go to James Meow. James wants to know, I'm close to a championship, Dalvin Cook or Tony Pollard to start this week. These are good problems to have, Erickson. Where are you going?
You go with Dalvin Cook. Just clear workhorse role, great matchup. Tony Pollard still splits snaps with Zeke, doesn't have the goal line role. So I think, yeah, both are good plays, but I think Cook is the superior guy here.
James, you got to find a way to get Tony Pollard in that flex spot. I mean, meow. Come on, let's go. What is it, 18 league? What the heck's going on? Adam Barnall, Kmet or Okonkwo have PPR.
I'm going to go with Kmet here. I think that both guys, we're not going to see a lot of passing volume from either team, but I'm less confident that the Titans are going to throw the ball at all than the Bears, who will probably be at least facing a negative game script. So Kmet is the check down option for Justin Fields. Their receivers are all hurt too. So, and Treylon Burks is coming back. So that does kind of hamper a little bit of Okonkwo if he's not the main target, you know, if they ever do elect to throw the ball with Malik Willis, which in his last 2 starts, they did not at all throw the ball. So
it's going to be a lot of Derrick Henry. A lot of Derrick Henry against the Texans. John W., Geno, Dak, or Fields? It's Fields for me, John. How about you, Erickson? You want to sign off on this?
Yeah, Fields for me. Fields talked about this week how he wanted to break the rushing record. And this game is going to have him run around like crazy. So he may not throw the ball at all, and he may rush for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. So, yeah, give me Fields.
I'm not playing against Fields anywhere this week, so I want him to break that record too. Let's go. Curtis, hey, guys, start 2 in the full PPR. Walker, Zeke, or Dobbins?
I like
Dobbins has got to be in there. I mean, I kind of like Dobbins and Zeke and just take the healthy guys. How about you?
I still like Walker, too. I mean, I think that game could be a big shootout against the Chiefs. Chiefs can get run on. So I like Walker and probably Dobbins. I mean, Zeke's got to score. So
yeah, but I mean, how often does he not at this point? I mean, he's pretty much falling in the end zone every single game. I'm taking Zeke and Dobbins. I'm taking the points. Walker's practice stuff, his last couple games, like everything kind of.
So you're jumping off the Walker after being all on him last week.
I was and now I'm off because of what happened last week. I think it was the 49ers, but I also think it was also he's not 100%. And look, maybe they're just managing him, but I think at the point we're at, I want points. Zeke is points, Dobbins is points. Walker is a little bit suspect, and I'm just not taking that. I think you're probably right in terms of Walker and Dobbins being the guys that have the most upside, sure. But I want points to get upside. I'm trying to win. Joe 96, Zach Moss or Tyler Allgeier. Both these guys should get a lot of opportunity. Which one do you like more?
I'm going with Allgeier. We've seen more of him. He's starting to take a bigger share of this backfield. And I know what people will point to, well, the Ravens are one of the best run defenses. That is correct. But they're also going to not have Calais Campbell. Like, that matters significantly. He's a major factor. Yeah, he's a major factor in the run defense for the Ravens. And this Atlanta Falcons offense is built differently with their run game. Like, they pretty much run the ball on anybody. It doesn't really matter who they're playing. They're so established to the run, especially with Desmond Ridder. Look, Zach Moss obviously has a good matchup against the Chargers, but Zach Moss is also not good. So I would rather play the better running back, who I think is Tyler Allgeier here, and a guy who's seeing his workload increase. He's looked very productive over the last couple of weeks. So I know that the matchups would easily say, oh, you got to go with Zach Moss. I'm going to take the better player here, who I think is in a better matchup than I think most people would think. So I'll go Allgeier.
Our guy, Yusuf Khan, is always here. Is Goodwin or Dotson the better flyer for Olave being out? So those of you who don't know, Chris Olave out this week, dealing with that hamstring injury. So he is not going to be an option. Not that necessarily throwing the football is going to be great anyway for them. But Goodwin or Dotson? Goodwin was also on the injury report this week. How do you make a decision between these two?
I'm going with Marquise Goodwin. I think he was a guy we talked about on the Start Sit podcast. I made a TikTok video about him. It's on the Fantasy Pros account about Marquise Goodwin. So I like Goodwin a lot. He's a good matchup against the Chiefs. And I know he's questionable, but Pete Carroll said that everyone that was questionable on the injury report, he expects to play. So I expect Marquise Goodwin to play as well. And when he's given opportunities in this offense, no Tyler Lockett, he's been productive. So I'll go with Goodwin.
If it's on TikTok, it has to be true. The Enlightened Mushrooms. Happy holidays, gents. Please help me. Need one in the full PPR. J.K. Dobbins, James Conner, DK Metcalf. Just one of these guys in the full PPR. I mean, Erickson, I guess my brain goes to DK Metcalf, but should we consider Dobbins for the amount of workload he's getting the last couple of weeks? He looks great.
I'm playing DK Metcalf. There are not many opportunities where you can play Metcalf when Lockett is not playing, and you can almost lock in someone of his status that's going to see 12, 13, even 14 targets. Like, I like Goodwin this week, but I also know that Geno might just lock in into DK against a defense that it sucks. Like, the Chiefs defense is not good. And I get it's playing Kansas City. It's a tough place to play, but Metcalf is an alpha. And if he's going to see double-digit targets in a great matchup, I want him in my lineup.
Okay, well, it certainly is a good matchup, and Lockett being out certainly means could be a huge DK performance. Gregory Johnson, Watson or Purdy, half PPR, 2 QB, gross. So Greg knows where we're at here. So you want to play Watson, you want to play Purdy. I kind of lean with Purdy just because I kind of feel like I know what I'm getting in the safety of, even though it's an underwhelming 15 points, at least I know I'm getting 15 points.
Yeah, I think, Watson has, the only reason you could make the argument for Watson would be, well, he runs, like he'll scramble for more yards. Like that's kind of what you're hoping with Watson, where Purdy, I feel pretty good about his floor. Like he's going to score 15 points probably. Whereas Watson, if he doesn't run, then you're going to be out of luck because he's not going to be able to throw the ball at all with the adverse weather conditions in Cleveland this week. So I would just go with Purdy.
Okay, next up on the list here, what do we have? Chris Peterson. Season's greetings, bros. Season's greetings to you, Chris Peterson. Full PPR. Should I start Schultz or Dallas Godert? Godert had a huge game last year with Minshew. Goddard's back. You want to go back to Godert, or you just starting Dalton Schultz and playing it safer?
Probably just start Dalton. I have them ranked back to back. I just think that sometimes teams just do weird things when guys come off IR. Like they don't always have like the same role, and then so I think just Schultz is just a safer option. So I just go with him.
Funky Cold Medina, red alert. I'm in the semifinals, but I lost Jonathan Taylor and Hurts. Oof. Is Purdy a good streaming option? Well, not to replace Hurts, but you can stream him. I mean, you're just trying to get some points. Yeah, if the rest of your team is okay, but it's a tough situation here when you're down this kind of massive talent like Hurts and Jonathan Taylor too. Look, I mean, would you be playing Purdy over Minshew? Would you playing Purdy over, I'm trying to think of some of the guys in those, single QB leagues. Like if Aaron Rodgers was out there, I'd rather play Aaron Rodgers this week than Purdy.
I would rather play Daniel Jones, Jared Goff, Rodgers, Minshew, and Sam Darnold over Purdy.
You look good
That's
in this
the way I would
headband,
order.
by the way. This is a good look for you. Be
Thank
careful
you.
though. The Jets might send some scouts to your house to take a look at you.
I mean, if Chris Streveler can get some action in there, I think I can
Streveler.
crack my way to the starting lineup.
Let me tell you. Dominic Henderson, I need to start 2 in the flex. Zeke, Juju, Sanders, or Connor. Full PPR. Need this one to get to the ship. All right, so here we go. Zeke, Juju, Sanders, or Connor. We need 2 in the flex. Who you got?
I'm going to start Sanders and Connor.
Sanders and Connor. All right, Jonathan Bloom. Should I start Juwan Johnson or Darren Waller?
I would go with Darren Waller.
Darren Waller for him. Okay, let's go to RPV. Goodwin or Gabe Davis in the PPR. I mean, this is Goodwin for me. It's not close.
Yep, good one.
Let's not even do this. Panuch. Hey, Panuch, how you doing? Thanks for all the help this year, but I need more. I need a flex. DeAndre Swift, Christian Watson, or Najee Harris. I like Najee Harris on Sunday night. I got to be honest with you.
I do too.
It's going to be a very emotional game for a running back named Harris, and that crowd's going to be very emotional. I know this all sounds very Disney of me to talk about, but I mean, let's be honest. I mean, Franco Harris passing away this week, prime time game on Christmas. They're retiring his number, celebrating the 50th anniversary. I mean, if the Steelers aren't revved up and this crowd's not revved up for this game, I don't know, man. And I like these other options, but Najee feels like the best one to make sure you have points.
Yeah, I mean, I think he has the best combination of floor and ceiling of the two guys. I think Watson probably has like the highest ceiling just because of the way he's used, but he also doesn't have as high as a floor. Swift, who knows how the Lions are going to use him? Just every week it seems like it changes. Whereas Najee, I know he splits a little bit with Jaylen Warren, but I mean the Raiders defense, like the Patriots can run on them. Like the Patriots offense can't do anything, and they can still run the ball on the Raiders. So I think Najee is the guy here.
Khosry Lamont, Miles Sanders, J.K. Dobbins, or Michael Pittman in the flex?
I'm going Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders, okay. The Pete LED, thank you for all your hard work. Tua or Cousins at QB? My opponent has Jefferson. Does that make a difference? No, it doesn't make a difference to me. I don't care about that. I just want to put my best team forward. That being said, you want to go Tua against the Green Bay Packers, or do you want to go Cousins against the Giants in the Dome?
It's close for me. I have both guys ranked in my top 6, so it's
Cousins
a good problem
on
to
fire
have.
lately.
Yeah, I think I'd probably just go with Cousins because I mean Jefferson. I mean Jefferson's going to have his way with the Giants, so I guess that'll help mitigate some of his production if you start Cousins. So I mean, it doesn't really make that much of a difference, but yeah, I think I'd probably just go with Cousins.
All right, next one here is Double Felix. First live stream, I get to join #1 seed because of you guys, so thank you. Well, thanks, Double Felix, and congratulations on that. Very nice. Just lost Taylor. Start Deion Jackson or James Cook this week in the half PPR.
I need to see who I've ranked higher because I don't really like either of them.
I don't like either of them either, to be honest with you. Like, these aren't great options to replace Taylor. If it was a full PPR, it would kind of be the same because both these guys just had. If anything, James Cook to me is just a slightly more palatable way to proceed.
Yep, I just looked at I have them ranked back to back in my rankings, but I have Cook ahead, and I think you can just look at Cook plays on the Bills, and
that's at the end of the day what
Deion Jackson doesn't. So I think maybe that alone is enough for me to give the lean towards James Cook.
We don't know what this offense is going to be with Nick Foles now. I mean, this is the third quarterback they played this year. C. Matt Gold, flex PPR, Hodgins, Gage, Osborn, or Dotson?
Probably going to be Julio Jones has been practicing, so if he plays, then that kind of makes Gage a little bit tougher to trust. So I'd probably go with Dotson here.
All right, Devin Burr, Brady or Minshew? I have AJ Brown, and my opponent has Devonta Smith.
I'm playing Tom Brady. It doesn't really matter what the other things are.
Here it is, Andrew Erickson, Truther, consolation bracket, LFG, Palmer or DPJ, and thanks for all the help this year, Goats. All right, Truther, thanks for being here. Andrew, you're asking yourself a question here, so what does Andrew Erickson think of Andrew Erickson's question?
Andrew Erickson's a big fan of Josh Palmer, especially when he's playing in a dome and not Donovan Peoples-Jones playing in horrible weather. So I'm going to go with Josh Palmer.
Okay. Chris, half PPR, Higgins, Devonta Smith, or Michael Pittman?
Higgins.
Higgins for me too, Chris. Come on, you got to start the best guy there. All right, let's go to Jacob Glazer, half PPR, started Kirk and needs some upside. Who should I flex? Rashad White, Dotson, or Allgeier? I'm going Allgeier here. How about you?
Agreed.
I want the touches. Buddy P. Moon. Do we like Tennessee or the Chargers defense? I'm taking the Chargers defense against the Colts, my friend. That's
Yep. Chargers DST. Also, Chargers have a good matchup next week too. So you kind of, it's like a 2-for-1. So you don't need to stream another defense. You can just roll with the Chargers.
Tennessee's got a lot of injuries too. Enrique Vasquez, sit one non-PPR. Connor Dobbins, Aaron Jones, Ramondre. Who's the odd man out in this group? This is a tough group. Is it Connor?
Well, the non-PPR, like Connor's not going to get points for all the dump offs he's going to catch. Like that doesn't help him, or he won't get.
Well, I'm just saying the guy to me that has the least touchdown equity is the guy playing with Trace McSorley.
No, that's why I agree. I think that it changes significantly. Like in a PPR, Connor would be a lock to play, but in standard, that's hardly the case, especially because it's the Bucs' run defense is really good. He's not an efficient runner anyway. So yeah, I think it is Connor.
Now, if you want to get all the right locks into your lineup, make sure you're using My Playbook, the greatest suite of tools ever invented by our Fantasy Pros staff. You can make better decisions, manage your lineups, dominate your leagues, and get to that championship. Download the My Playbook app right now, wherever you get your apps. It's free, or go to fantasypros.com/myplaybook. It's right there for you. Sync it up. Use the cheat sheets tool. There's a couple other free tools out there that'll help you set your lineup for this week. Figure out what's going on. Even look at the waiver wire. Might be some things that could still help you to this day. Next one is Dave Knight. Will Kittle go off again this week? Now, it's tough to tell these kind of things on a week-to-week basis. Typically, Kittle has a good game, and then you don't see him again for a month. But with Deebo Samuel out, what are your thoughts here about Kittle and his upside in Week 16?
Well, he's not playing the Seahawks again, and the Seahawks are one of the worst teams against tight ends, so probably not. And honestly, Washington has been one of the better teams against tight ends. So no, I don't think that this is a game where he's going to catch. I mean, against the Seahawks, he was like wide open for 2 touchdowns because they just don't know how to defend the tight end. Like it wasn't him like, oh, Kittle's so good. He's wide open and running him for a touchdown. So, I mean, I think he's still a fine play. You're not going to pivot off him because he has a lot of upside, but I don't think it's going to be to the extent that we saw last week.
Chris Shaw, Brian Robinson, or Cam Akers in the flex, half PPR. Man, I hate the Brian Robinson matchup, but I don't like Cam Akers either. This is a rock and a hard place for me. I think I'd go Akers, as crazy as that sounds. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, Cam Akers is at least he has the all RB1 role. Again, it's in a bad offense, but Brian Robinson, the minute that they're down 14 points, he's not in the game. Like, at least Cam Akers showed last week that when the Rams were losing, he was still in the game, catching passes. So, I mean, they're also facing Denver, so it's not like Denver's going to, like, put up this massive lead on the Rams because both teams are horrible on offense. So I would just play Cam Akers.
Quan, do I sit Amari Cooper in that terrible weather for Osborn, Hodgins, Burks, or Lazard?
Man, don't love the alternatives here.
I don't love the alternatives either. I think I'm just playing Cooper and just going to eat it.
Yeah, I think in that situation, you probably got to play Cooper.
Eat it. Hope for the best. 35, Kenny, pick 2. Hlywd Brown, nope. Brandon Cooks, nope. Goodwin or Shaheed. Half PPR, 16-team league, clearly. Oh, man, I don't like any of these. So I guess
Goodwin's in.
Goodwin's in. And then it's Hlywd or Shaheed, really.
Yeah, you can't play Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks is checked out. Like, even if he's going to play, we don't know what he's actually doing. So the Shaheed is interesting because, just talking about weather, I think it's important to hit on last night's game as like a reference point of like, hey, we saw a receiver be very productive in bad weather, Evan Ingram. And why was he productive? Because he was getting a lot of underneath targets after the catch.
Also, the secondary is really good, and the linebackers are how you attack the Jets. I mean, that's pretty easy.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, yes, in games that are very windy, it's hard to throw the ball downfield, but that also means that you're going to see more quick passes, more short passes to receivers that can make plays after the catch. Like Rashid Shaheed can make plays after the catch because he's really fast. So there is some upside that if he just breaks one tackle, he could run for an 80-yard touchdown without actually having to, catch a deep pass down the sideline and give him a jet sweep. So Hlywd Brown is going to get 8 targets because they're going to be trailing. He's playing in a dome. I think he has probably a safer floor. I don't think it's very high, but Shaheed has some boom upside because he could be the number 1 receiver and he has explosive elements to his game. So that's the way I would look at it. If I'm rolling the dice, I'm going to just go with Shaheed and just cross my fingers.
All right. There you have it. Next here is G-Man, Carr or Purdy. I'm playing Carr here in this one, especially against the Pittsburgh Steelers. You could throw them all day.
I would probably play Purdy for the floor.
Okay. Brian Boyd, PPR, Pat Friermuth or Njoku? Ooh, Friermuth, I don't think is healthy. I'm a little concerned there with Friermuth. I would play Njoku. How about you?
Yeah, I mean,
Just don't think
Njoku
he's healthy.
is someone that makes a lot of plays after the catch. Like,
Yeah.
he's a yak monster, and if the wind is going to be a big factor in this Browns game, then you're going to see Njoku get a lot of opportunities to make plays with the ball in his hands. So I like Njoku.
That's what I'd like you to be for Halloween next year. I want you to be a yak monster.
A yak monster.
I want you to be a yak monster.
Jonas Smith famously used to be the yak monster.
But we should all be
Just those
like
days.
stupid football terms that sound like they could be Halloween related. I think that's how we go the route next year. All right, let's go to Junaid Alam. Thank you for doing this. Has helped me get this far. PPR, Dobbins, Rachaad White, or Pacheco. It's Dobbins for me. Junaid, it's not close.
Dobbins.
All right, Martini grows. I like when my martini grows. Every time I drink it, I like it to grow again, and then I drink it again. It's fantastic. Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas, Martini. Full PPR. Need to. Ramondre Stevenson, Aaron Jones, Tony Pollard, Ken Walker. Ooh, some good options here. Full PPR. Where do you want to go?
I want to start Ramondre.
I think it's Ramondre and Pollard.
Yeah.
Full PPR.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yep.
Just in case you lose those touchdowns from Aaron Jones to AJ Dillon. Just in case. I don't like how that's going. Devin Rodgers, Zach Moss, or J.K. Dobbins. It's Dobbins for me again. I don't know why everyone's worried about Dobbins. Like, what more does this guy have to do? Like, he didn't play this week because he is going to carry the ball 417 times on the weekend. Like, I wouldn't be playing him either. And he carried the ball 317 times on Sunday. So you got to give the guy a breather, right? It's Dobbins over Moss, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No doubt.
Lucero Torres, good morning. Hurts manager here. Bet that hurts. Pick one. Rodgers, Brady, Daniel Jones, Minshew. Who gets the start in the playoffs for you?
Brady.
Yep. Sounds about right to me too. Shannon Blackburn, our old friend Shannon, always here. We appreciate you, Shannon. I played Garrett Wilson. My opponent played Ingram. Need serious help, I'll say. PPR, 1 RB, 1 wide receiver, 1 flex. Swift, McKinnon, Higgins, Moss, Gabe Davis, Slayton, Burks, Chris Moore. All right, I'm going to make this simple. I want McKinnon in. I want Higgins in. I want Swift in. I'm not dealing with these other jabronis. That's it.
I agree. No jabronis should be started in the fantasy football playoffs.
No jabronis here.
Just say no to jabronis.
Say no. Jabronis are for bye weeks, bro. That's what jabronis are for. Silver Surfer, Joe Mixon or Jamal Williams in a PPR. I think you got to play Joe Mixon, especially in PPR. Like, that's
yeah, I mean, the Patriots defense, I know on the season long numbers have been really good, but like
not lately against the run. They have not been good.
Last couple of weeks they've been a little leaky. So yeah, Mixon.
Yeah. Mac Oxford, Gabe Davis, Slayton, Palmer, or Burks. Last flex spot. I'm going Slayton on this one, but I think you're going to say Palmer.
No, I'm saying Slayton.
Oh, I'm surprised. How come?
Well, Slayton's the number 1 and Palmer's the number 3. And he's also good matchups.
Let's hope they both don't play like number 2. That's what we got. All right, Keith Giller. Since Watson has destroyed Nick Chubb, do I go? No,
you cannot start Zach Moss over Nick Chubb. Stop, Keith. Stop right now.
Bro. Listen to me. It's week 16. We got all the way here. Bro, I don't care if Zach Moss ends up with 25 carries and 2 touchdowns. You cannot sit Nick Chubb, as long as Nick Chubb is healthy enough to play, in a game where they're probably going to run the football a ton because of the weather, for Zach Moss. Bro,
Nick Chubb almost rushed for 100 yards last week. I know he hasn't been as good, but
bro, this is like an angry bro. This is not even like a bro where I'm disappointed. This is I'm mad. I'm mad. Keith, don't do these things. Not a good look. Justin Tucker truthers. A lot of truthers on the internet. There's too many truthers. Thanks for getting me in. Flex options are PPR semifinal. Just pick one. Watson, obviously Christian Watson, Michael Pittman, Goodwin, Taysom Hill, Zach Moss, or D Jackson. Now, I know Taysom Hill is going to be tempting.
Polarizing.
Tempting. I would start Christian Watson here. That's where I would.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Miami all year long, what they've been beaten by is like big plays.
Big plays.
So, and that's Watson's MO. So,
yeah. This is one of my heavily invested DFS games. I like this game.
It's nice to be invested in a game that's not being played in like sub 10-degree weather too.
Yeah, pretty much. Hamish, half PPR, pick one. James Cook, Zach Moss, or Jeff Wilson. This is where you could play Zach Moss, I think.
Yes.
I'm okay with playing Zach Moss
Yes.
here. There's a
Yes.
chance he gets more of the carries. Wilson's not healthy. James Cook, we don't know. This not over Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
We don't do those things. This is not what we do. We don't do that. The Colonel. I love the Colonel. The Colonel's back again. Save some coleslaw for Chris. Put it in his stocking.
my
I
God,
want Chris
not
to have a
this
whole
again.
stocking full of coleslaw. By the way, do we get that KFC endorsement yet, Chris? Where are we at with that? Talk to Jimmy. Get Jimmy on the phone with KFC. Because I love fried chicken. My kids love the Colonel too. Colonel's delicious. The Colonel wants to know, hi guys, Santa dealt me some coal with Hurts out. This is but ugly, but I need a wide receiver and a flex. Half PPR, Chris Moore, Palmer, Chark, Dotson, Jeff Wilson, or Allgeier. I'm going to play Allgeier, and I am going to play DJ Chark.
Yeah,
against
I don't think
Carolina.
those are ugly options.
Yeah,
I think
Colonel,
those are
look.
good flex options.
It's not great, but it's okay. It could be worse. It could be worse.
Yeah.
Look at this. Jonathan Christmas is here. Jonathan Christmas. Mostert, McKinnon, or Pacheco in a standard. I'm playing McKinnon.
Yeah, you guys, you can't take McKinnon out of your lineup. He's
That's
on
it.
fire.
I don't care
Keep
if
playing
he
him.
puts a goose egg up. Like, you can't. Guy has 59 points in 2 weeks. What the hell are we doing here?
He's on fire.
And that's not an
He's an
exaggeration.
RB1. Just keep playing him.
Before, I was slightly exaggerating the carry numbers for J.K. Dobbins. Slightly. I'm not
Just a little
exaggerating it. He literally has 59 points in the last 2 weeks in half PPR. Let's go. Andrew Kaiboso. Full PPR. Wide receiver 3. Pick 1. Christian Watson. Ayuk. Gage. Looking for upsides. Christian Watson. It's not close.
Watson and upside are like peanut butter and jelly, man.
Ooh,
Perfect.
I like peanut butter and jelly. I like peanut butter and fluff too. You like
Also
the fluff?
good.
Fluff
I
is
do
good,
like the
right?
fluff.
Chris likes the fluff. That's why he's on the treadmill right now. He's got to push out all that the fluffer nut is even eating. Super Mario. Well, the question is what kind of jelly, Chris? See, Chris is now talking about the jelly. So what if you say strawberry? Oh, any jelly. So I'm a grape guy. I don't like the strawberry jelly. What about you, Erickson?
I don't have
You're
a
jelly
preference.
agnostic too. I'm the
Yeah.
only one who has a jelly issue. I guess I gotta go therapy. All right, Super Mario wants to know, happy holidays from the Fantasy Pros. A full of PPR. I need a 2 and a flex. I got a Luigi, I got a princess, and I got Ken Walker, AJ Dillon, Mostert, Jamal Williams, Antonio Gibson, Marquise Goodwin. 2 RBs, 1 flex. I'm inclined to go Mostert and Walker. Would you rather have AJ Dillon over one of those?
No, I like Walker and
Okay.
Mostert.
And then after that, I would play Goodwin, unless you want to play Dillon because you have maybe similar touchdown equity in your mind.
No, in full PPR, I want to get the receiver in there, so I'll go Goodwin.
That's how I think too. All right, Nicholas Rutherford, Hurts down. Grab Danny Dimes. Should I stack Richie James in my flex or go with DJ Moore? 100% DJ Moore. Don't stop. Nicholas, listen to me. Look, this is when people work really hard for 4 or 5 months, and then they make decisions like putting Richie James in their lineup. I don't care what happens. You have to play DJ Moore this week. It's too good of an option. If DJ Moore goes out there and rolls an ankle in the first play, it's just bad luck. Whatever it is, DJ Moore against the Lions is a must start this week. He's my must start of the week. You got to play him over Richie James. I mean, I don't care how good that matchup theoretically is. Erickson, anything to add here?
I agree. Yeah. Play DJ Moore.
People are pushing me today. I love you all. But it's the holidays. It's a little stressful
People
time.
People are getting a little cute because it's playoffs. They're
cute.
pressing. They're pressing.
I'm the smartest person in the room. I made it to week 16. I had a first round bye. Look at me. It's like Mr. Meeseeks. I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me. Look at me. I had a first round bye. Look at me. No. Oh, there's a poll up about the jellies.
Every time we talk about food for like 2 minutes, it becomes a poll.
Yeah, Mayor has a poll up already. I haven't seen the results of this poll. Mayo's not even here. It's Mayo's birthday.
Joe's always giving credit to Mayo, and he's like not even.
Because typically he does these things. Shout out to
he's on a tropical
NFL
island
Insider.
right now. He's sipping Mai Tais. He's going.
Shout out to NFL Insider, Fantasy Insider Mike Mayer. It's his birthday today. 24 years old, Mike Mayer. But wait, would you put it jelly up against the marshmallow? Is that what we did here?
Fluff.
Jelly, fluff, or more peanut butter are the options.
I'll have peanut butter.
I want to see the strawberry or the jelly poll. That's what I want to see. How many votes we got on that bad boy already? What do we got on here? Only 144. Come on. Let's get that vote going. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Deep Sky Bry, half PPR. I'm ahead of the ball with Jags D and Evan Ingram in my tight end. Nice. Who should I start in my flex? Taysom Hill or Dalton Schultz? I'm starting Hill.
Yeah.
I was on
Keep
this
going.
on Monday. Before it was cool, I was talking about Taysom Hill. Before everybody else jumped on board. Okay? They all listen to the Fantasy Pros podcast now. All the people in the community, they're all on board with this. Joseph Navarro, my buddy Joe, is here. Joe, Merry Christmas, brother. I love you. Kicker question. This is for you, Erickson. I don't do kickers. Bass or Dicker the kicker?
I mean, Dicker the kicker's playing inside, so I'm gonna play him.
There you go. Kroll the Warrior Princess. Howdy, Joe Pizza and friends. Which defense do you prefer? Steelers or Chargers? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Kroll. We should have a Joe Pizza and friends Christmas special. Maybe this is it. I don't know. This could be it, actually. Steelers or Chargers this week?
Chargers.
I think yeah, it's Chargers. Okay, Chargers still.
Well, I mean, you said you liked Derek Carr, so
I like Derek Carr over Purdy, yes. But at the same time,
do you like Derek Carr over Nick Foles?
I think Pittsburgh is look, Carr is going to get points. This is like a separate conversation. In my opinion, the Steelers are going to play their game of the year in that building on that night. I'm just telling you, it is going to be a lot of terrible towel crying at a very emotional evening there. Like, this is a weird confluence of events. All those guys are going to be there in that stadium. I'm just saying, like, football's an emotional game. It's a primetime standalone game. I should put some money on Pittsburgh right now as I'm talking about it. Jamie Justice, the more I talk about it, what am I doing here? Need one half wide receiver in the half PPR. Already down from Zay Jones last night, and Waddle is my wide receiver 1. So London, Goodwin, Sutton, or Chark. Just one. I'm going Goodwin now.
Probably going Goodwin too.
Jen Richard, our friend Jen. Hey guys, after the bye week, here we are. That's right, we're here. PPR, 2 RBs, 1 flex. I've got Swift, Rashad White, Zach Moss, Stevenson, and a wide receiver, Marquise Goodwin, tight end, Andrews or Juwan Johnson. Let's start at the tight end. I know everybody wants to start Andrews. I'm done. Since week 7, he's tight end 22. What more do we need here? I'm starting Juwan Johnson, Erickson. Unpopular opinion. Give your opinion on Andrews or Johnson.
I'm just going to go down with the ship and go with Andrews.
Okay, I'm not. I'm going down with the championship. And that goes next week. So Mark Andrews can suck it. He can go sit at home on my bench. Next year, Swift, Rashad White, Zach Moss, Stevenson, Marquise Goodwin. 2 RBs in the flex. I'm going to go with Swift, Stevenson, and Goodwin in the PPR.
Yeah, it's full PPR, so yeah, Goodwin.
All right, look at us. Austin Wilhelm. Hey, pros, bros. Had Evan Ingram drop a bomb against me last night. Also got the same goal with Hurts being out. Start Ken Walker, J.K. Dobbins, or Joe Mixon. Ooh, only one? This is tough. Erickson, your thoughts. Walker, Dobbins, or Mixon? It's all come down to this. It might not matter. So
play Ken Walker.
I'm playing Dobbins because I just think he's going to touch the ball a crap ton.
I like the game environment. I mean, is Desmond Ridder going to push this team in any capacity to be a game? Like, you have the Chiefs on the other side. Like, this game could go hit the over. Like, and if the Ravens are up, they're not going to feed Dobbins. They're going to feed all the running backs because they want to make sure he's healthy. So
that is
I think
fair,
it's Walker.
But you're also saying that. Look, I understand the Kenneth Walker thing, but at the end of the day, it just kind of feels like Dobbins is the guy who's hot right now. And I'm playing the hot hand, especially if I'm behind already. Like, if Ken Walker gets a 0 or 5 points, we're up the creek already. What are we doing? Emily Daube, hurts so bad. Minshew or Purdy? Minshew. Yes, let's go. I'm with you. Let's do this. Just Love Hall, Eagles defense or Cowboys defense?
Cowboys, right?
Cowboys are number 2 fantasy defense, boys and girls, like it or not.
Oh, well, I'm trying to figure out why this is like Cowboys
don't forget,
playing the backup.
I don't know. I didn't ask the question. I'm just the facilitator here.
That's fair.
That's it.
I just read the questions. I don't know.
I'm the comic relief. I'm the Ron Burgundy here. I read the questions. That's it. Speaking of which, I'm also the person giving away free stuff here. We're going to give away in the next 15 minutes a Deebo Samuel autographed picture here. It's a picture of Deebo in all of his 49er glory. Look at that. The gold dome shining in the sun, autographed from pristineauction.com. All you got to do is be a subscriber of Fantasy Pros. That's it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel right now. Like the stream. Click that little bell till it goes ding for notifications so you know if you are the big winner. We're going to announce the winner here on the show, and we'll get in touch with you. Also, don't forget about the touchdown call contest. We got that going on Discord too. $25 to our Fantasy Pros shop. If you win the week, Hearts 24K, I should say, up to 60 touchdowns. My God, talk about pillar to post dominating, giving away that Stephon Diggs jersey, but we're also giving away $25 to the weekly winner, whoever calls the most touchdowns correctly. In our little contest, go to fantasybros.com/chat, join our Discord for free to join, but premium members are allowed to play in the touchdown call contest. We keep the riffraff out that way. All right, next here, what do we have? We have KingFan333, have Ingram on my bench. Whew, that hurts. Play Kittle or Waller, half PPR.
Kittle.
All right, I agree. John W., start Everett or pick up Taysom Hill in half PPR. I'm playing Hill. Go all the way. Cybersport Gaming. Pick 2 full PPR. McKinnon, Kamara, or Mixon. I'm playing McKinnon, and you can pick the other one.
McKinnon and Kamara.
I agree. That's where I was going to. Brian Boyd, PPR, Zach Moss, or Pacheco. Pacheco. Agreed. The Lexmeister, Lamb or Godwin. Not Goodwin. Godwin. Full PPR. Need one. I'm playing Lamb.
Lamb.
Edison Lucero, hey guys, long-time listener, first-time subscriber, 12-man half PPR. What do we got here? D-Hop, DJ Moore, Pacheco. I'm playing DJ Moore this week.
DJ Moore.
All right. Did you read that thing about DeAndre Hopkins trying to work his way back to Deshaun Watson? Did you hear that this morning? Caught that on the internet. I caught it. I don't remember which one I caught it on, but I caught it on one of them. Some rumblings about him wanting out and going to play with his buddy Deshaun Watson again. So
does that mean Amari Cooper is going to be an Arizona Cardinal soon?
I don't know if that's how it's going to happen, or
I mean, there have to be some type of trade.
Theoretically, unless they come in and
I don't think they can pay DeAndre Hopkins and Amari Cooper like lucrative contracts.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, it might make sense if you're Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper hates the cold.
I was going to say he wants to go to Arizona in the worst way. This might be a good thing.
Seems like that seems realistically going to happen, so I like it.
George Byer, Merry Christmas, boys. Thanks for all the help this year. Merry Christmas, George. You old movie house, you. Need help real bad right now. Full PPR, pick 2. Jerick McKinnon, Ken Walker, Juju. Walker and McKinnon for me. How about you?
Yep.
Jeff Blackburn, thanks for helping me get to the semifinals. 12-team half PPR. Gabe Davis, Drake London, Jahan Dotson, Brian Robinson, DPJ. Can only have one. Half PPR. I think I go Dotson, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, Dotson has more touchdown. Yeah.
My boy Dominic Gazzetti. Merry Christmas, guys. Full PPR, Marquise Goodwin, Drake London, Darius Slayton.
Goodwin.
John Rivera, Knox or Schultz at tight end?
I go Schultz.
X the Abstract. Merry Christmas, fellas. Pick 2. DeAndre Swift, AJ Dillon, Ramondre Stevenson.
Swift and Ramondre.
Agreed. There you go. Crushing it right now. So we'll get some more questions here for you. Let's go to Rome is dope. Rome is dope. It's a great city.
Rome is dope.
It is. Happy holidays, y'all. Ken Walker or Keenan Allen for the flex. Half PPR. I'm playing Keenan Allen.
Yes.
Not looking back for that one. Joseph Pierre. This is a PPR, Taysom Hill, Juwan Johnson, or Waller. I think you got to play Taysom Hill this week. Yep. It seems like he's going to be touching the football a ton. You got to take those opportunities. Karen Doss, Mixon, Singletary, or White in the full PPR.
Mixon.
What'd you think about the Singletary conversation yesterday? Derek Brown was talking up Singletary. I don't know if I agree with him. I'm kind of in a weird holding pattern. I just feel like Josh Allen's the guy there. And the running back situation is just fluid at all times. I know it makes sense to look at Singletary, but I just don't think he's startable this week. I really don't.
I mean, I think that he's okay. He's going to touch the ball probably 10 to 12 times. Maybe he scores. I think that he's not going to be the worst pick you could play. I just think that, I'm playing Mixon over him. I think that he's a floor play.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the next question here. Decipher. Desperate for your expert advice, guys. Need to make the championship. Who should I start in the flex? 16-team PPR. Ayuk, Hlywd, Dotson, Pickens, Dillon, or Deion Jackson? I'm starting Ayuk. That's what I'm doing.
I would play Pickens.
You play Pickens. Why is that? Why over
Well,
Ayuk?
been better with Kenny Pickett, and you love the
True.
Steelers, so
I do.
I mean, for all those reasons, he's got that dog in him. Let's go.
That dog in him. I'm playing Ayuk there, Decipher.
Also,
so
the Raiders' defense is horrible.
Yes, well, the Commanders' secondary is not exactly fantastic either.
But you like Derek Carr more than Brock? Or no, it's not Derek Carr.
It's not
Brock
Derek
Purdy. It's Kenny Pickett. Do you like Kenny Pickett more than Brock Purdy?
Like Kenny Pickett more than Brock Purdy. No, Purdy's safer. Purdy is completely uninspiring, but his range of outcomes is far less because
15 to 18
competent.
points.
He's 15 points, you lock it in. Pickett, you never know. Like Pickett has more upside, but like I want the 15 points. This is not, people get too cute in the playoffs, and this is why, and they overmanage and they ended up being out. Don't overmanage. Take the projected points. Put your best team on the floor. Matt G, full PPR, need 2, flex. Higgins, Kamara, McKinnon, or Dobbins. Thanks for all the help this year. Ooh, 2 in the flex and a full PPR. Look, McKinnon and Higgins is probably where I'm going. What do you think?
I'm going Kamara and McKinnon.
Kamara and McKinnon. Okay, I'm fine with that too. Both are good options.
Like I'm
Kamara
like the thing with like Higgins, like the thing with Higgins is like
I agree with you.
The Patriots, like they just do weird things. Sometimes they take away the number 2. Sometimes they're gonna they could double Jamar Chase, and then Higgins has a big game, but then they may elect to just take out Higgins and double team. Like they always just do weird things, and I think that the Bengals don't. I think the Bengals win, but I don't know if Joe Burrow is 400 yards and 4 touchdowns and everybody hits like last week. So I think Kamara is safer.
Well, look, I appreciate that everybody wants jelly with peanut butter. I'm looking at the poll results now, but how 11% like the fluff? Like, what's wrong with you? You don't like a fluffernutter? Like chocolate milk? I feel like people didn't have a childhood. What's wrong? I mean, I know it's not good for you, but I mean, come on. Let's have some fun. Erickson hasn't had a carb since 2008. Let's go to the next one here. DJ Rodriguez. Championship week start 2, half PPR. Christian Watson, Deontay Johnson, Marquise Goodwin, Chris Godwin. Godwin, Watson. Done.
Yes.
Let's go. Oh, we got the jelly polls up. The Jelly of the Month Club in honor of Clark Griswold, too. So, grape is losing to strawberry, 40 to 31%. Mixed fruit, 14%. And then raspberry, 15, mixed fruit. Who the hell knows what's in there?
It's just a mix of all the other fruit, all the other flavors.
There's not a lot of things you can get away with where you don't identify what it is. But if you say, oh, it's mixed fruit, people just accept it. Like, why? Why are we so accepting? We have no idea what's in there.
Something.
It's mixed fruit. Like if you go to have a hamburger, you're like, what kind of burger is that? And you're like, mixed meat. Like you're not eating that.
Well, that's a hot dog. That is what a hot dog is.
I did walk right into that one. That's very good. All right, let's go. DeAndre Boatwright, standard, pick 3. Dalvin Cook, Tony Pollard, Zeke Elliott, Raheem Mostert. Standard. Cook is in.
I think I just play Cook in both Cowboys guys.
I play Cook in the Cowboys too. How about them Cowboys? Let's go to Concase. Oh, that's the name. Concase. Oh, full PPR. James Cook, Deion Jackson, Tyler Allgeier. I'm playing Allgeier.
Yes.
It's not close. David Dugas, need 1, QB. Danny Dimes, Geno, or Purdy?
I like Geno.
You like Geno over Danny Dimes too? Okay.
Yeah.
I like Geno this week also. Mosaic Rift, 1 week closer to the victory thanks to you guys. Mosaic, we're just here to support. You're doing the work. We're just the consiglieres. Half PPR, slight preference for upside. Would you start Swift and Akers over guys like Pickens, Myers, and Moore? I'm definitely starting Swift. I'm not starting Myers or Moore. I'm not doing that. Akers or Pickens.
I would play both running backs.
I probably at the end of the day, take the points, take the carries, take the points. Yeah. Leave the cannolis. 3AB, pick 3. Christian Watson, Jerry Jeudy, Jahan Dotson, KJ Osborn, Waddle, Peoples-Jones for my wide receiver. I'm playing Watson. I'm playing Waddle. If Wilson plays, I'll play Jeudy. That's how I feel Wilson,
about it. He's there's question marks about him still playing.
Yes, it hasn't been officially said yet.
Oh, okay.
It's trending that way, but
Jerry Jeudy's still been productive with Brett Rippon anyway, so I would just say
either
Jeudy.
way. Yeah. Look, you can't chase what happened last week with KJ Osborn as much as I enjoyed it. Can't do that. Barbara Ritter, Swift, Goodwin, or Slayton in the PPR. I'm playing Swift.
Yep.
DeAndre Swift, Taylor Swift, Eddie Swift, playing them all. Truly epic. Start 1, full PPR. Well, you don't like Taylor Swift?
No, I said
Oh.
play them all. Yeah, play the hits. The Taylor Swift
Play
hits.
hits. Yeah, well, so many of them. So many
Yes,
fantastic
indeed.
songs. I'll be going to see Taylor Swift. I'm in May in New Jersey. I'm the one person who got a ticket. It's just me. I'm not even letting my kids go. I'm just going.
Sucks for them.
No. I bought tickets for the girls. So Joe Mixon, J.K. Dobbins, or Jerick McKinnon. This is from Truly
McKinnon.
Epic. Only get one.
McKinnon.
And you got to play McKinnon at this point.
He's
Like,
on
if it
fire.
Fails, it fails.
He's on
if
fire.
it fails, it fails. So be it. I don't know how we got here between Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Ronald Jones and Jerick McKinnon, Isaiah Pacheco.
He's
you have to play McKinnon. I agree.
He's playing the Seahawks. Like
I agree.
It's McKinnon.
Everyone's afraid because it's still Jerick McKinnon, but it doesn't matter at this point. You got to try. Emily Marie, DK Metcalf or DJ Moore? It's DK Metcalf. As much as I love DJ Moore, I still got to play DK Metcalf. Jason the God. Happy holidays. We thinking Godert or Kittle?
I'd probably play Kittle.
Kittle's the safer play. Just don't know what Godert. Look, if you already have Minshew in your lineup, then you might as well just go in for the whole deal and hope for a huge game for the two of them. Otherwise, it's Kittle. Lonzo Johnson, full PPR. Do I flex Evans, Slayton, or Zach Moss? I'm actually playing Evans this week.
Yeah,
I'm okay with
Evans
that.
Evans
I've made peace with Mike Evans against the Cardinals this week. 5 more minutes, by the way, before we give the Debo autographed picture away. Not helmet. It's an autographed picture. We're going to give away a Chris, the producer helmet, though. It's an amazing looking helmet, too. I just want to say it's got the chin strap, the whole thing. It's fantastic. He's going to autograph it, too, just for you in highlighter. Jack Halton. Jack Halton. Merry Christmas, Jack. Do I start Rachaad White or Michael Pittman in the flex? I think you got to play Pittman. I don't like where this White trend is going.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't love like another new quarterback with Michael Pittman. I mean, I think the format matters. I mean, this is like a standard or a half PPR. Like Pittman is not. It's got to be PPR for me to feel good about Pittman.
Okay, so half PPR. Let's say, what is it? Rachaad White or Pittman?
White.
Heath Steele. Thanks for getting me to the ship, guys. From 10th to 2. Wow. Okay. Need help for the full PPR. Swift or Chark or Dobbins. Also Fields or Cousins. It's Fields over Cousins because the floor is built in there. And then I'm playing Swift.
So this is where you're going to play someone over Dobbins, who you love.
I love Swift.
When he could play, 30% of the snaps.
In full PPR, I'm playing Swift.
All right. That's fair.
You can play Dobbins. Go ahead, make the case. Let Heath hear your case and then let him make the decision. We're not fishing for him. We're teaching him to fish.
Well,
I'm playing Swift because it's a PPR, and I think he's off the injury report. It feels like a good Swift game. It's a weaker opponent. I think it's a good opportunity for Swift in this game. Dobbins is the safer play where you could just take your points and get out. I got no problem with Dobbins. I think Dobbins' ceiling is right where Swift's floor is potentially. Like they're kind of right there. And ECR is definitely agreeing with me. I mean, in terms of looking at the ECR, it's clear where, I mean, I think Dobbins should be higher, but like I don't make the ECR. I just contribute to it. What do you think?
Well, I have Dobbins ahead of Swift in half PPR, but in full PPR, Swift is edging out Dobbins slightly. So I would go Swift then too.
Look, J.K. Dobbins in half totally get. Like if you just want to play it safe, J.K. Dobbins is fine. And I understand, Heath, you made it this far, and I've been saying the whole time, just take the points. J.K. Dobbins is definitely just taking the points here. That's perfectly fine to play Dobbins, especially if you got a really good lineup already. That's fine. Just play Dobbins. If you have Fields and Dobbins, you're in a good shape anyway. Ramdeep Singh. Ramdeep wants to know, Hopkins or Judy? I'm playing Judy.
I'm playing Hopkins.
Playing Hopkins with Trace McSorley?
Yeah, because he's going to get 15 targets.
Target has to be a certain range of the receiver.
We've seen Hopkins have horrible quarterbacks before, and he's been fine.
Not Trace McSorley. I haven't seen him with Trace McSorley.
He had a bunch of targets last week.
Yeah, that was with Colt McCoy.
Colt McCoy left in the second half of in the first half of the game, and then McSorley came in and targeted DeAndre Hopkins. 40% target share from Trace McSorley. Hopkins.
Brian Blake, PPR. Flex, Richie James, Treylon Burks, AJ Dillon, or Marquise Goodwin, PPR.
Going Goodwin. Full PPR.
Idris Miete. Please, guys, need y'all's expertise Keep my fantasy dreams alive. For all the marbles, need 2 RBs and 1 flex. David Montgomery, Aaron Jones, J.K. Dobbins, or McKinnon. It's McKinnon. It's Dobbins. And then money gonna go Montgomery or Aaron Jones. I think I Aaron Jones.
I mean, yeah, probably Aaron Jones.
All right. We're going to be wrapping things up here soon. Don't forget, everybody, go subscribe to the YouTube channel. You only got a couple minutes left before we announce the winner. Let's get to Curtis, Daniel Jones, or Brady? Brady. Cosmic Realm, Championship Week. Lost Hurts, play Minshew or Rodgers? I'm playing Rodgers. Dominic Diggler, Cousins or Fields? I'm playing Fields. The Revisionist, Happy Holidays, pick 4. Happy Holidays, Revisionist. Isaiah Pacheco, Jamal Williams, Brian Robinson, Chris Moore, DJ Chark, Curtis Samuel, Cortland Sutton, PPR. Ugh. Pacheco, Williams is where I'm starting. You agree with those 2?
Yep.
All right, pick 2 more.
Chark and
yep.
So it's full PPR, so Chris Moore.
Okay, Trig, Sam Darnold or Tyler Huntley? I'm playing Sam Darnold this week against the Lions.
I think I'm also playing Sam Darnold, yes.
Let's go. West, Cam Akers or Tyler Allgeier in the full PPR?
Allgeier.
Okay, I just got the name of the big winner for our holiday edition giveaway for the Deebo Samuel 11x14 autographed photo from pristineauction.com. Roberto Rabalcaba. Yeah, Roberto Rabalcaba. That's how I say it. Roberto, congratulations. You won. You did it. Roberto Rabalcaba, I want you to go hit us up. Mailbag@fantasypros.com. Again, mailbag@fantasypros.com. Email us at mailbag@fantasypros.com. We'll take care of you. Give us your address and the whole thing. We'll get you squared away. Congratulations. We'll get that shipped out to you after the holidays, Roberto. So congratulations to you. Congratulations to all of you still playing fantasy football right now. You're doing a great job. Don't overthink things. Get the points in there. Don't get too fancy. Don't overmanage. Get yourself a cool headband like Andrew Erickson. And, of course, happy holidays to all of you watching. Enjoy this time with your family and friends. Enjoy a little breather. Enjoy the football, too. You got football all weekend. Let's go. Special shout out to our producer, Chris, who... and before, Chris is reminding me as I'm saying nice things about him, the jelly poll is now closed.
The results are in.
And after almost 300 votes, Strawberry is a runaway winner. And look, all I can say is Christmas is also a time about acceptance and loving your family, regardless of how crazy they are. You guys love Strawberry. I love you anyway. It's okay. Sorry. You come over for Christmas dinner anyhow. Chris always does a fantastic job running all these streams, taking care of all the video work here. I don't think anybody realizes how hard that guy works. He's literally on a treadmill at the same time, for goodness sakes, while he's running the live stream. And of course, Andrew Erickson, D-Bro, all the amazing analysts and talent we have here at Fantasy Pros. We are appreciative of you. We want you to have a wonderful holiday season. We want you to be here next week on the show because we know next week is for all the marbles. So we expect y'all to be there with us playing for those championships. That'll do it for us. But the story of the game goes on. For Andrew Erickson, I'm Joey P. We'll see you next time, kids. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Thanks for tuning in to the Fantasy Pros YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out our featured videos. And while you're at it, make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Fantasy Pros, so you can get the latest news and updates to give you the edge you need in your fantasy league.